Hello, it is Dr. Askkrystalracquel and I am back again with another video for today. I hope you're doing amazingly. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also send me an email at askkrystalracquel@gmail.com. I have a topic for today and it is about monitoring spirits. I am sure some of you have heard about monitoring spirits, but if you have not, I'm here to give you some content about that. So a monitoring spirit is a spirit, or you can say it's a person, but it's a spirit that's inside of a person, and now this person is being used to monitor you, watch you. Monitoring spirits can be on social media. There can be people that watch you, don't comment, and things of that nature. Monitoring spirits can be people. What I've found is people that ask around about you but don't necessarily talk to you directly about these certain topics. Be careful. Monitoring spirits can derail your destiny. Monitoring spirits can cause you to get off track because now you're focused on them. I always say it's really important to stay focused on God and stay focused on what it is that God will have you do, because monitoring spirits, once again, are there to derail your destiny, derail your path. What you have to do is, if they're monitoring spirits, you need to distance yourself. Outside of distancing yourself, you also need to be strong in prayer. And by being strong in prayer, that means you will have to cancel the assignment of any monitoring spirits that are attempting to watch you or attempting to derail your destiny. So what a monitoring spirit might do is, let's say you have a best friend or someone you think is a close friend to you, and they will constantly ask you questions that you normally wouldn't ask of other people. So they'll ask you things like, so how's your relationship going? How are things going? They'll say things like, did you get a new job yet? They'll ask questions like, how are you feeling? Let's say you're someone who, you had been in a depression, you had been talking a lot about things you were going through, how things weren't going well for you. And then after a while, you just decide, you know what, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm going to take action on these things that are troubling me. And then all of a sudden you see someone come to you and they start asking you questions like, how are you feeling? How are things going? And the problem is, a lot of times we might think that they're asking questions because they want to help us or they want us to do better. But be careful of those things. Be careful of people who are constantly asking questions to you. A second scenario is when people are constantly asking questions about you to other people, but not to you directly. That is a telltale sign of a monitoring spirit. Be very careful. That spirit or that person, that spirit inside that person, they want to know about you, but they're not going to ask you directly because they know the questions that they're asking are intrusive, or they might know that you could potentially be a private person. You're not going to share certain things about yourself, so they're going to try to ask other people that you know you might feel comfortable sharing certain things about yourself to. Also, a monitoring spirit, you might notice that they start sharing things about themselves in the hopes that you'll share things with them. It might even be a photograph of somebody that they're in a relationship with, or even their children, and they'll share that with you in the hopes that you'll share with them. And this is just examples. They might even start sharing things in their life, things that maybe aren't going well with them, in the hopes that maybe something's not going well with you. So your life can be perfect, you can be very happy, living wonderfully, and they'll start just sharing things about themselves, hoping that maybe something is not going well with you, that they'll have something to talk to you about. Just be careful. Just keep things to yourself, whether your life is going well or, Just anything. If things are going well with you, that's perfect. If things are not going well with you, just focus on God and focus on how you can improve those things in your life. Additionally, like I was just saying, they will be asking people questions around you. Not only that, another thing that they'll do is they'll try to connect to people who maybe they're not connected to right now. They'll try to connect back with those people if those people are in communication with you. They want to find things about you, whether it's good or bad. They need to know what's going on with you. They need to know your life. They don't want you to be doing well. They want to hear bad news about you. Watch out for those monitoring spirits. Another thing that I wanted to bring to your attention with monitoring spirits, they will try to become you. They will try to do what you do because they feel by doing what it is that you do, they'll be happy too. Keep that in mind. They will try to become you. They'll try to do what you do because they think by doing what you do, they will then become happy like you are. Be careful. Once again, what you're going to have to do to make sure monitoring spirits don't have access to you, cut off all access. That may mean don't share a lot about yourself on social media. Don't share a lot with people around you. People who you might not even suspect are in connection with these monitoring spirits. Just stop sharing. Limit information. There are people too. Let's say you're sharing something with someone and you notice that they tend to gossip a lot. Cut off access with them. Somehow the information that you're sharing with them, even if it's good, is going to get back to that person in a roundabout way. You're also going to want to keep your relationship with God on the up and up. Focus on Him. Make sure you're praying every single day. Make sure you are becoming more like Christ every day. That includes prayer. So you're going to have to pray to God. Make sure anything bad that's in you is taken out and just continue to worship God and thank Him for who He is. God is going to help you. Also, once again, in prayer, you're going to have to cancel any monitoring spirits, any eyes that are watching you, anyone that is attempting to get you off your A game. Cancel it in Jesus' name, right? And make sure you're always, every single day, pleading the blood of Jesus over your life. There are monitoring spirits that are watching you, people who you wouldn't suspect. And you have to really be careful out there because one is scary. But with God, have no fear with God. But remember, God is on the throne, and you do have to be aware. If you start getting dreams about a certain situation, don't just throw those dreams off to the side. Really think about it. Even go into prayer about it and ask God to cancel it if it's something bad. If it's something that you're not sure about, maybe go into deep prayer about it. And then if it comes to you that it's something negative, pray against that as well. That's the thing we can't forget. Don't forget your dreams. Don't just throw them off to the side as nothing, because a lot of times they do mean something. A lot of times dreams are there to direct you, and God speaks through dreams. So be careful of monitoring spirits. Monitoring spirits are alive. They are around. Just be careful because, you might be listening to me being like, what's a monitoring spirit? A monitoring spirit? That doesn't sound right. That sounds crazy. If you don't want to use the word monitoring spirit as that phrase, just think about it as people who are lurking, people who are mischievous, people who are around, wandering around. They might not have their own direction. They might not have their own path. They don't know where they're going, so they're watching people who they know are going somewhere. They are looking at you. They see that you have a good destiny ahead of you, so what they're going to do is they're going to try to latch onto you. It could be to try to pull you down. It could be to try to get you off your A game, as I said before. It could be to try to smear you, talk negative about you, create rumors about you. Those are some things to look out for. Just to be talking about you, trying to find something negative about you. Don't mind those people. Just keep moving forward. And yeah, like I said, if you don't want to refer to it as monitoring spirits, it could just be individuals who are watching you negative, trying to be you, trying to talk bad about you, but they are not focused on themselves. That's a telltale sign. If you see someone, they seem like they don't have a purpose, or like they're constantly in the same place in life, they're never moving up, and they don't seem to have a focus. They start one thing and then they decide they still want that thing, then now they're looking at other people and trying to change their life, trying to change their focus because of what they see other people doing. Those are monitoring spirits. Move on from those people. You don't want to have any close connections to those people because they will try to divert your destiny. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to elevate your life. They want you to be unhappy because they're most likely unhappy with themselves. What you can do, you can pray for those people. You can wish them well, but I highly suggest you just cut ties in terms of your life, your business, and keep moving forward. God has a path for you. If you trust in Him, you are going to succeed. You're going to move up, and God is always going to be with you. So keep those things in mind. Be very careful of monitoring spirits. They're around us. Like I said, there's people you wouldn't even suspect that are monitoring you, and you may not have a good relationship with them, or maybe you just don't. Maybe you're just someone who hasn't really been able to maybe maintain friendships, or you're just not someone who really, keeps in touch often because you might have a lot going on. You might have 4, 5, 6 kids. That's your focus. You might have gotten recently promoted and you have a lot going on with that. So, and those people now, they're watching you. You may be thinking to yourself, I wonder how Jessica's doing. I haven't heard from her. Well, I wish her well. Then your thought goes to something else. You don't know that Jessica's back there like, I haven't heard from Maria in a long time and she doesn't seem to keep up with me. She's never posting stuff. I want to know more about her. Let me check with Tabitha, because Tabitha talks a lot, and I know Tabitha and Maria were always in communication, so I'm gonna try to find out from her. I'm gonna pretend like I'm checking in with Tabitha to try to get information about Maria. People think like that. It's very scary, like I said, but with God, there's no fear. I wish you all well. Let me know what you think about this. Have you all ever unknowingly entertained a monitoring spirit? What was it like? Let me know what you think about that down below. Have a wonderful day. Bye.